Oh yes, and did I also mention that she happens to be beautiful, internationally renowned, has released 15 albums to date, and commercially one of the best-selling artists of all time in any music genre. She is, of course, Vanessa-Mae, and today, believe it or not, I'm lucky enough to be spending the day with her. Vanessa, great to see you. You keeping well?
Very good, thank you. Nice to meet you.
And you too, it's a cold one today.
It is.
Okay, so Vanessa, musically, when and where did it all start for you?
Well, it started when I was quite young. You know, there's so many kids who, like me, start music just at school.
Yeah.
You know, it was
How
a
young
hobby.
were you when you say young?
Well, I think I was about 4 years old, or maybe slightly under 4 when I started on the piano.
Right, well, most of us, you know, are normally concentrating on walking or talking at that age, and you're on the piano at 4, you say?
Yeah, around 4 years old. I started the piano when I was still living in Singapore.
Right.
And actually, I must have been 3 at that age, actually.
Even
and
younger?
Then, yeah, and then I started the violin when I was about 4 or 5, when I started living in London. And it was just great fun at the start. It was just purely just to keep me occupied.
You're not working hard and performing here, there and everywhere. What would you say are your other passions?
Well, I love to get away from the city and hit the slopes. A couple of months skiing a year is just fantastic. But also, I love driving. You know, I was quite a late starter. I started driving quite late in life. But when I got my test sorted, I just, you know, love just getting in the car, getting out of the city, and just
Hitting
having
the road.
fun. Yeah,
well, I'm really
exactly.
glad you said that. I've got a nice warm car revving up in the car
I'm
park.
looking forward to that then.
After you, this way.
Thank you.
Okay, so Vanessa, talking of cars, the big question, what do you drive?
What do I drive? Well, I have an S6 Avant, which I just adore. It's so
Powerful car.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And you know, I go to Europe a lot, several times a year, and it's just you know, it makes
And you drive there?
a pleasure. Yeah, because I
Wow.
have a dog, you see, so it makes sense to have an Avant. And to have the dog in the back in such a wonderful car, and it's so powerful and it looks great. I mean, since when wasn't a state car sexy? But it is. I mean, and the row of LED lights, it's just, you know, a head turner.
And you're obviously a lady who loves powerful cars then?
Well, I mean, who wouldn't, eh? You know what I mean? I mean, it's great, and at the end of the day, you know, sometimes I think if you're a responsible driver, then, you know, if you know how to control yourself, you know, if you have a powerful car, just...
And know your limits.
Yeah, exactly.
What would you say is Vanessa-Mae's biggest extravagance?
Oh, my dog.
Your dog?
I eat canned food at home, and he eats fresh.
Emotionally and financially?
Yeah, fresh mince meat, fresh
Are you serious?
rice. Yeah, he has somebody to especially take him out for 2-hour walks a day, and he's so spoiled he's never been put in the kennel, although I'm sure it'd be good for his discipline.
Fantastic. Now, we're just about getting to where we're going for lunch.
Yes.
Now, there's a particular reason why you're bringing me here. Why is that?
Well, it's good food, good decor, and I think with the cold and you're driving, we deserve some good food and good decor.
Well, Vanessa, the life of an international superstar, eh? I guess you must be a big fan of fine dining, so to speak.
Yeah, well, I love all kinds of cuisine.
Now, we've learned earlier, you know, what cars you've got and how many cars you've got. What about the violins? How many have you got? Oh, this looks lovely.
Yeah.
And do you have a favourite?
Thank
you very much.
Thank you. I have the same classical acoustic violin that I had when I was 10 years old. It was made in 1761. It's been on every single one of my albums and tours, and it's just something that's, you know, a part of my body, and it would feel strange if it were no longer with me. So even when I retire, I think I'll keep it just for memory's sake.
Is it difficult, you know, with all the success you've had over the years, and you're still so young, to keep yourself motivated?
I think that it's important every now and then to take a break. You know, when I was in my teenage years, it was non-stop. It was an album a year, sometimes 2 year, and that was quite exhausting. And so it was important for me in my early 20s to just have a break, you know, have longer gaps between albums, so that when I finally did go into studio, I put everything behind it and really felt it, you know, in my bones that this was an album that I wanted to then tour. For me, it's also about where I am. When I'm in the mountains, to me that's my recharge place. When I'm in the city, that's my workplace. And I think it's important to have light and shade in your life. You can't be full throttle at all times.
Wow, well that all sounds absolutely fantastic. And thank you very much for your time today. And
My
more
pleasure.
importantly, thanks for bringing us here. This
Yeah,
food looks
sure.
and smells absolutely fantastic. But the most important question of the day, I think,
Okay,
is
what is it?
who's picking up the bill, you or me?
Well, Chinese custom, modern girl, I think it's going to be me then.
Do you know, as kind as you are, couldn't possibly let you do that, the gentleman that I am. But thank you very much and good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Right, where should we start? Prawn?
How about what's in here? Surprise.
Oh, lovely.
Dumpling.